blessed morning. I am having a blessed morning. Yes, I'm having a blessed morning. Go check out all of my dope content that's over there on my page. I got some really dope content. And please don't forget to like, share, subscribe to the dopest channel out right now on YouTube that's giving amazing content for you and I to understand a lot of things that's going in our life that was not to be understand. I'm clearing up a lot of spirituality things, and I hope that I'm clearing up a lot of things that our minds will be like, But you see the topic. What am I doing with my life personally? What am I doing? What is Austin Flo doing in his life? Most people that know me ask me, "What's up? What's up? What's up? What's the agenda for today? What you doing? What's your plans?" They ask me this. I know the reason why they asking me this, but I play like I don't know. What I'm getting for it, the reason why they ask me is because they want to know. The reason why they want to know is because I'd hit some unfinished business or unfinished questions that they have in themselves. I have answered it. And they want to know after I reveal these things to them, what are they going to do next? Even if I did ask some of the questions that's inside of you, and I answer some of the questions, you cannot sit there and wait for me to answer it on my next live or my next content. You have to complete that very answer that I gave you. You have to complete that very answer that I have gave you, that you have questioned yourself, and I reveal on how to deal with this sickness, with this darkness, with this entity, with this parasite, or whatever you want to call it. I gave you the answer and the tools. So now you need to go in there and to fight it. You need to go into fight mode and go inside there and do all the necessary things and prep yourself to go in there for victory. Do not give up. Right? Cool. What's up? What's up, cuz? Watson Love, I'm talking about what I'm doing upon your life. It's not just me, but when individuals ask you or call you up, or people that you know ask you what you doing, like what you doing, like what you doing tonight, or like what's going on in your life. Tell me. When the next fix fire, cuz? I don't know. Have you seen Jeepers Creepers? Yes. Michael Lawton asks, have you seen Jeepers Creepers? Yes. So the question, the answer, the question that you propose to me, what I'm doing in my life, like what is my next move? Because you have many people that feed off you. It could be family, it could be friends, it could be anybody that you talk to and they feed off your energy. Some follow you and some just want to know what you're doing, and they not going to fulfill any of the things that you tell them to do to get past their traumas right? In depression. They just want to know, which makes no sense. If you're not going to do nothing with the information, why ask me what I'm doing? So, I'm going to answer your question, what I'm doing at this particular time in my life, right? That most of the people on the earth supposed to be doing, but they don't do it. They prepare for the party tonight. They prepare 6 months for a wedding. They prepare for any other thing but the most important part of your existence in life. And this is really, really important that you take heed to this. If you do not take heed, you are going to be met with demise upon demise upon demise in your life if you do not take care of your affairs. And your affairs is preparing to exit this life. It's preparing for death that most people do not want to talk about. They do not want to talk about death. They want to talk about life, 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 life. But a part of life is a beginning and is an end. They just want to talk about the middle. And the middle is the enjoyment, right? And distractions and plots and plans so you do not prepare for death. Many of us have seen our loved ones and friends have passed away, right? And no one did not prepare for death. This is also a curse upon us not to prepare for death. As much as you want to live and prepare for the next day to go to work, iron your clothes out, take a shower, press everything out, preparing for the next day, not even knowing if you're going to live the next day. You prepare. You prepare your speeches. You prepare for everything besides death. Right? Besides this very thing that is promised to you. You pressing your clothes. You preparing for the party. Getting a shape up. Getting new outfits. Getting these things. And it's not even guaranteed that you're going to exist or even go to that party. Or even make it. Because death is promised. Death is promised to you, right? And it's really important that you prepare for death, right? As you prepare for life. Glockbuster said, I'm just jumping in here. If you don't mind me asking, what is the subject matter that we are on? Seems like it's definitely something with some substance. Yes, that's right. Please like, share, subscribe. I am preparing for the next life. We have to live multiple life. Teller. Shout out to y'all. Please like, share, subscribe. This is definitely a platform. This is definitely a channel with substance, which is going to bring you to the betterment of our life at the end of the day, and that we was taught and was we was taught all our life to prepare to success, to prepare to live upon this earth and not prepare for death. So we are taught to prepare to live forever upon this earth. Nobody in society talks about preparing for death because everybody think that we going to last forever. That we are going to last forever. So the questions that you ask me and the answer that I give back to those that know me and those that's on these platforms, right, and that's watching, is to prepare for death. Because if you're not at that state, this is the state that I am at. I'm preparing. And how I'm preparing is getting my affairs in attack. It's making sure that I can bury myself. It's making sure that I have a spot. It's making sure that I have a tombstone. is making sure that I can leave my children and my loved ones, right, a will where they can spread that amongst themselves just in case I am met with death. These are the things that we supposed to be focused on, not the enjoyment of life day and night of enjoyment, and thinking that we're going to live here forever upon this earth, which has a beginning and an end. So that means that our physical have a beginning and end, which is really, really important for us to prepare. I know it's difficult and hard, and that some people don't want to talk about this, but this is a needed topic amongst our community that has plagued us from generation to generation, thinking that we are inevitable and thinking that death can never reach us on any type of level. This is why it's really, really important to get your fears, right, intact. And by getting your fears intact, it's by preparing for death. Glockboxer said, got you. It's a hard thing for a lot of people to talk about, but it is necessary. Death is the only thing about life that is guaranteed. That's right. This is why it's really, really important to get our fears correct. Because listen, once you get your fears correct, you could begin to live life. You could begin to enjoy life. Not going through life, right? Enjoying, enjoyment, which is set up. Everything that you go, trips, everything that you go up is set up, it is set up for enjoyment. It's not set up for you to prepare to exit. It's set up for you to prepare for enjoyment for the rest of your life, which is upon the earth. You see how things go? If you really look at it, that's really important. Each one teach one. This platform, right, and this content teaches you and shows you and open up doors and avenues so you can get a peek. If you walk through it, that's how you walk through it. If you just stand up straight and right, stand up straight. If you're not ready to knock on the door, you're not ready to knock on the door. But you have the information and the tools that you need to fix any and everything that's in your life before death hits you. Let me tell you something. We are plagued with murder, death, kill, barbaric, demonic, evil, twisted way of life each and every day in our community. And none of us prepare for death. It comes all of a sudden in our community. Boom, 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 boom. This is promoted of killing each other, and no one is prepared. The only way you could be prepared is being cremated and being an organ donor. We don't even have the necessary resources to bury our loved one when death hit them at a young age. It's rapid. It's rapid. Just look at it. Look at it. Look how important this is. This is why it's really important to get your affairs straight so you can begin to start to live, so you can begin to start to enjoy. How you doing, Alvin R? Hello to my New York brother. What's up, bro? Yes. These things is really, really important for us to look at, is to get your affairs correct before your affairs correct you. And what I mean by that is not preparing to exit this world. Once you get your affairs correct, then you can start to live and enjoy life as we see it. Because if anything should come to you, you are prepared for death. You are covered on that side because you understand that you need to prepare for death. We've been taught all our life the wrong way. This is not the right way. The right way is to prepare for death. Is to get our affairs, right, in check before our affairs check us out, and we not prepared. Because it can happen all of a sudden, as most of the time in our community. So this is my topic. When most people ask me, yo, what are you doing? Well, I'm eating right. Well, I'm fasting. Well, I'm praying. I'm getting my affairs incorrect. I'm getting my affairs correct spiritually, physically, and mentally to exit this world. But with a little enjoyment that I can do. But I have to get my affairs correct. Then I can enjoy this life. I cannot enjoy this life, right, without having my affairs correct. If your affairs is not correct, you shouldn't be not enjoying this life. You should not be doing these things. Yesterday, history. Tomorrow is a mystery. Measure twice, cut once. There you go. Global. Wow. Buster, yo, you are amazing, bro. I appreciate it if you like share, man. We need to get in tune with each other. And these things is really, really important for you and I to preach and to practice and share amongst us. Because we are being taught the wrong way. We are being taught enjoyment, spending money, enjoyment, spending money, and that's what it is. And our affairs, the majority of our affairs is not correct. We don't even have wills. Once you die, people are going to be fighting over this money. People are going to be fighting on whatever property that you have. They're going to be fighting. People are going to backdoor you. You know, your wife, everybody, your children is going to backdoor you. So you have to get your affairs correct. You have to. And worry about enjoyment of life later. Once you get these affairs correct, once you pay for your spot in the dirt, once you pay for your tombstones, once you pray for whatever you need to pray for and take care of yourself in the grave, then you can begin to enjoy life. Not while you living, you enjoying life even every day. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to die tomorrow. Let me drink it up. Let me run it up. Let me sleep with this. Let me do this. Let me do that. That's not taking care of your affairs. That's not taking care of your affairs, right? So, I want to give a little scripture. Just a little bit. This is the Quran. The Quran, okay? This is the Quran. This is chapter 2, verse 180. Chapter 2, verse 180. And it says in Arabic, Kutiba alaykum ida jadara ahada kumu mautu in taraka khayran wa siyatun li wali dayni wal aqwa bina bil ma'u fi haqqa ala muttaqin. It is prescribed when death approach you, any of you, if he have leave any good that he makes a bequest to parents and kin, next of kin, according to reasonable measures. This is due for the God-fearing. Death is going to approach you. Death is going to approach you. Right here, he's telling you, right? When death approach you. So now he's telling you, right? Death can come out of nowhere, right? But he's telling you to do what? Get your affairs correct before death approach you. And death is going to approach you. Basically, get it right with your parents. Get it right with your nearest of kin. Your parents are supposed to be prepping you and teaching you basically about death. About death. Right? But no, we are taught backwards to enjoy life while we here, and death is inevitable, but we just die. We just die. But what if you got all these properties? What if you got certain things and the Creator bless you? You have to get your affairs correct. You have to prepare for death if in order to live. It's part of the agreement. I was saying, so I should establish a relationship with my father before he dies. Yes. 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 He's already in the late 50s. Yes. You have to establish a relationship with your father and cover all bases and prepare. This is really, really important. This is something that's going to happen. According to these scriptures, right? According to the scriptures, it is subscribed to any and everyone. Everyone. Everyone is subscribed when death approach any of you. If he leaves any good, that he becomes a bequest. Meaning there's a will that you have to write down before death approach you. Before death approach you. But in our neighborhoods, we are what? So poor. We don't have no money to prepare for death. We don't have no money to even prepare for a will. Because it's taught this way. We just die, and become organ donors and cremation. That's it, which is wrong. So let's reverse this and start preparing for death and get into the money. And after you do these things, you start preparing for death. Get your affairs correct in your life. Then after that, then you can enjoy this life because now your affairs is correct. Now your affairs is correct. You won't have that much on your mind. After learning the ways and the actions of life, then you will get to a status in existence to know that you're going to die, basically. Blockbuster said, this world is full of nothing but distractions. I'm out of this world. And even though you and I read and get our understanding from different literature. Yes. That's right, yes. But we all have to prepare for death. I understand we can all come together for a bigger purpose. Everybody has something that they can offer. That is what we was created for. We was created to come together and keep balance upon the earth and justice. You understand? This is why we was created. It's all about putting all the bullshit to the side so we can all sit down and eat together and grow and develop. That's right. And that's how civilizations build upon build and level up and level up and level up. This is what we need to do. All civilizations, all of them, white, black, Spanish, whoever, to prepare the next generation that come before us, and we can keep this thing going on. But it's not meant this way. It's meant of destruction. Every man for yourself, every woman for yourself, and nobody cares about their affairs. Everybody's partying and drinking. Everybody's doing them. They're enjoying life because they think that they're going to be here forever upon the earth. So it's a big pushback against brothers like me and you, sisters, that's trying to lead this force of understanding what we need to do. And we have a big job, but I'm down for the task, and I know that you down for the task to put bullcrap aside and come together, right? Agree to disagree, right? And come together and build a common denominator so we can get to the root of these problems to fix all the communities and all the civilizations all around the world. Because let it truth be told, the ancient ancestors of all civilization didn't backdoor each other. They taught each other. It's the descendants that did that. We are the descendants of the ancient ancestors that backdoored each other. It was the descendants that did it, not the ancient ancestors in all civilization. And I guarantee you, all of those ancient ancestors got they affairs correct and on the right track before death approached them. And we should do the same thing because the narrative have changed. And this is why we got to bring the betterment to uplift one another at the end of the day. And this is very important for you and I, right? I'm going to read a little bit of this, okay? This is chapter 4, verse 78. Chapter 4, verse 78. Just a little bit of it. I nama taku nu yat ri kumu mau tun walo kun tun fi ba ru in mu she ya di ting, right? Whenever ye are wherever ye are, death will find you, even if you are in the high tower, build up strong and high. Wherever you at, in the water, in the bed, in jail, on the corners, spinning the blocks, wherever you at, death is going to find you and take you out. That's just how it goes. So before that, death finds you, because death, what? It lives. It lives. Metaphorically, I'm just going to say, it live, it eat, it don't sleep. It's 24/7. It's 24/7 death. When you sleep, it's up taking people. It's taking them to the next world. It does not sleep. It's constant. So before it approach you, get your affairs correct. Don't worry about life enjoyment, which is set up for your demise at the end of the day, so you cannot prepare for your affairs. Prepare for your affairs now, where you got the strength and you got the youth and you got the money to do it. Do it now, because you don't know when death will seek you out and find you, whether you on a high tower or whether you down on a low tower. You all gonna go at the end of the day. So this is what I am doing after understanding that this life is just a port to house us here. And things are to set up for us to be enjoyed forever and ever and ever. And nothing upon this earth is forever. After knowing this, I have to get my affairs correct. It is my job to make sure that I have my affairs correct. Then, and only then I can enjoy in between before death approach me. That is my job. That's why I cannot be standing on the corner. That's why I cannot be drinking and smoking and doing all these other things and plaguing my soul and plaguing myself with enjoyment of forever upon this earth. I can't do it. because I know what it is given to is only a port. It's only a port. Let me take care of my affairs, then I can enjoy, have a little a betterment. Let me write my wills and leave my children. Let me bury myself in a box, right? And pay for my spot in the earth. Most people don't want to talk about that. We out here trying to kill ourselves. The physical. Blockbuster said, respect, get respect. Love to you, bro. And that's coming from a random white boy in the trenches in Georgia. You listen. You don't got to say that you listen. Every civilization, all of us have a common ancient ancestor. I'm talking about ancient, BC, before Christ, that talked with one another, that traded one another, right? All of our ancestors. The ancestors was connected to all civilization upon the earth. They understand the assignment. It is the descendants that don't understand that it's the assignment and was lost throughout the ages. And so this is why you and our job is to teach our civilizations, to bring, to uphold our descendants, right? I mean, our ancient ancestors that never backdoored. It was the descendants, which is us, that backdoor each other, that the op against us in all civilization, something that you cannot see with your eye. It is an entity that been here way before us, before we got into creation, and that knows everything about all civilization. This is the op that is spreading hatred and jealousy and murder amongst us. We are all but one creation, all brothers and sisters that spread out throughout the earth to take care of the earth, to make sure things are balanced and take care of our affairs before our affairs to take care of us. But we backdoor each other. And much respect to you, brother. And may you have a blessed day. And may that your ancestors instill in you and I the fight to help us to keep going on with the correct information. You have a blessed day. So these are the things that if people ask me what I'm doing, I'm preparing my affairs. I'm preparing to exit this world. I'm preparing to take care of my affairs before my affairs to take care of me. And that's death. Before sickness overcome me and I cannot take care of nothing. Before death overcome me and I cannot take nothing. And I'm leaving hardship and pain upon my family members that's upon this earth as I exit. So if somebody asks me, what are you doing? I'm doing is I'm taking care of my affairs before my affairs take care of me. I'm not smoking, I'm not drinking, I'm not doing these things. I'm not plaguing myself with this. I'm not trying to kill myself, self-suicide. I'm not trying to do that because I can't figure it out. And that's cool. A lot of us couldn't figure it out. We all have a time. But on these platforms, I'm trying to speed it up so you can get the information to yourself, just to give you a glimpse of your subconscious, so I could be back there. You know what? When it's time to get right, I need to take care of my affairs. I need to take care of my affairs. I need to buy me a box. I need to buy me a casket. I need to buy me a tombstone. I need to buy me a space in the earth, just in case if anything happened to me, everything will be okay, and there won't be a lot of suffering and pain upon my family because my affairs is already took care. Then I can begin to enjoy this life, which is a blessing upon us. This is all correct. This is some deep information that a lot of us don't want to talk about. Boy head seems confusing. Robert Stiller. This is all true, man. Stop begging for money. For those that's doing that, I don't know. I don't know what that means. Robert, why you saying stop begging for money? Who's begging for money? Get in my comments. Tell me who's begging for money, because I don't know what you're talking about. You just making a random comment. I'm telling people prepare for death and get their fears in check, and you said stop begging for money. Who's begging? Me? I'm not begging for no money. I don't got no cash app up. I'm not telling you to beg. All I'm asking you is like, share, subscribe to get the information out, because this is some dope content. This content that I'm talking about is not being talked about on these major platforms. What's being talked about is murder, death, kill, and people snitching on each other. And I guarantee you, these same individuals that are doing these murder, death, kill acts, barbaric, evil, twisted, demonic acts, their affairs is not even correct. Because if their affairs was correct, none of these things won't be going on in their life. So that means that their affairs are not correct. So I don't want to promote these things. It's misleading, it's misinformation, and it's only entertainment. It's not. I'm not learning nothing from it. Learning of what? Not being gang, not being down with these certain things. Blockbuster said, I appreciate it. Keep doing what you do, what you are doing. Politics and belief aside, you are on your grown man. Thank you so much, brother. And you are too. I appreciate it. Thank you so much. It's just, at this point in time in my life, this is what I'm trying to get my affairs. And I'm on the right track of getting my affairs correct. I need to do that. I have children. You can't just keep running around and enjoyment of this life, enjoyment, and taking things for granted. Because life, right, is life of this existence is not forever, is not guaranteed. Like you said, it's not guaranteed. So why, right, live this life of enjoyment? I'm going to die anyway. And none of your fears is correct. Like most of these guys, fears is not correct. A lot of these rappers that got murdered, they got money, they didn't have no wills. They didn't know they was going to die. Majority of them fears wasn't correct. They over there fighting over people estates. You see how it go? People just living for enjoyment. They not thinking that they're going to die. This is why it's really, really important to get your affairs correct before your affairs correct you. When you dead and gone, people fighting for years and years, and you cannot rest. So that's just a jewel upon you and me to get our affairs correct. And when individuals ask you, when you get to that state, Blockbuster, when you get to that state, you can, I'm not saying that you did, because I don't know. But when you get to that state, then you can say, when your homie called you up, or when people call you up, yo, what you doing today, homie? How's life treating you? What you're doing? They asking you your moves. Well, my moves is I'm preparing for death. And when you say that, they're gonna be like, whoa, why are you talking about death? That's moving. Why are you talking about death, man? I'm trying to live. Well, if you're trying to live, death is part of living. You cannot separate the two. They go hand in hand. They are hand in hand like twins, identical twins. It's no different. Because before you came in this world, you was dead. You was non-existent. Then you came into existence. Then you're going to be non-existent. Then you're going to come back into existence. So these are the things that we need to talk about amongst each other as we go throughout life and as we mature as adults. And that's just straight facts. So I just want to share that with you to get the information out so we can correct and we can get on a path of dealing with our affairs. If you ever to run into some money, or if you got some money, or whatever the case may be, if you have unfinished business, unfinished tasks, go take care of that. If you have problems with your family members, you ain't talking with your friends or with anybody, go take care of that. Deal with your affairs before your affairs deal with you. Make things right. You never know. Like it says right here, wherever ye are, death will find you out, even if you are in towers built up strong and high. So if I got a tower and they got protection upon protection, and nobody can get with you, I'm sitting in bulletproof cars, bomb-proof cars. I can have a heart attack and die in there. Wherever you at, death is gonna come. You can't hide from it. It's promised to you. Get your affairs correct before your affairs get into you. Start worrying about your life. Start worrying about your position. Do not wait until the last minute. Peace, y'all. Have a great Friday. Peace. Peace.